Obviously, we cannot be showing that on the live chat. That would be bad. I would get a YouTube strike if we showed that video that I just showed you guys before the chat of a woman. So I'll spell it out for you guys out in the the regular chat if you want to take part, because we can't show the video. So there's a Haitian guy who has a hammer and he's beating on a car in a parking lot at like a 7-Eleven. And the car's owner hears a disturbance outside, lady, and she looks out the window and sees that her car is being beaten by a dude with a hammer. And she like goes outside and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he just fucking walks up on her, hits her in the head with a hammer. She goes down to the ground, and then he hits her in the head as hard as he can with a hammer, like 6 times. And she's dead now. It's kind of disturbing, dude. It's kind of disturbing seeing shit like that. It makes a guy real happy that we have this thing called the Second Amendment in the United States. That we have this ability in our country, if you want to carry a gun for self-protection. It's kind of like if you're a little tiny 90-pound woman or a 250-pound fucking wrestler, if you both have a gun, you're pretty much kind of equal. Right? It's kind of the equalizer. And it makes it so that some little lady who's at a 7-Eleven who's getting her car beat with a hammer by some Haitian guy who shouldn't be in this country, but that's another matter. When he starts walking right up on her like he did, she should have had a hand on that gun and then told him to stop. And when he didn't, fucking pulled it out and put 5 in his chest. And she'd still be alive today. And he'd be dead. And that would be justice. That would be righteous, universal justice for what needed to happen in that situation. And unfortunately, the way it works in this country is this guy will probably get bailed out of jail within a couple of months or whatever. And he'll get a slap on the wrist, or they'll charge him with, like, you know, he'll be like insane or something, and they'll put him in an insane asylum, and he'll be there for like a year, and then he'll get out. You know how these things go.
I don't think with this. Now, if this was the UK or somewhere in Europe, yes.
Florida. Oh, I guess it is Florida. Yeah, that guy's fucked.
Yeah, you fucked.
That guy's fucked. Well, rightfully so. Hopefully he stays fucked. Get fucked, stay fucked. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? We're joined by Ohio Patriot. How are you doing tonight?
Well, I had my first date last Wednesday with my neighbor woman. It went pretty well.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ooh. As well as it could have gone, honestly. And I was trying to set something up for this week, but then she never did get back to me yet. So I'm going to wait and see, and I'll probably text her again sometime tomorrow what it is. So
nice, dude. Well, good luck. I hope that keeps going good. Awesome. Yep. Mr. Black Screen Z Zarati of the Black.
Hey, props to Ohio. That's dope. That's good. Just working, normal stuff, nothing special. We just got over winter 6 or 7, hoping that it will calm down now and move into spring. But yeah, winter 7 is what I'd like to call it.
Winter 6, or what does that mean? You get 6 or 7 months of winter?
It's just another like 2 days of just ultimate snow, just like 4 to 6 inches and super cold, freezing. Yeah, snow melts. It looks beautiful, feels beautiful, and then all of a sudden, bam! You're hit with another winter, all in like a matter of a day.
And 6 inches is a lot. 6 inches is a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's what she tells me all the time.
Here a lot too. We just keep dipping into like really negative temps, and now it's back to like 70 come Friday.
Bro, I mean, I keep waiting for like winter to sweep into Colorado and do something about it, like fucking kick us in the nuts a little bit, like it should. And it has no teeth. We've defanged the fucking winter in Colorado. It no longer has any kind of claws or teeth or nothing, bro.
I think it's because they harped all the hurricanes and stuff. And it's fucked up Mother Nature naturally.
I love it. It's so true. They harped it. I like it.
It makes motorcycle riding pretty fucking awesome, though, in Colorado. Like, every day is like, oh, it's like 70 degrees today. What should I do? Although I've been riding my motorcycle so much, I hurt my whatever this muscle is. You see, like the grip muscle. Oh, it hurts like a bitch. I feel like an old man.
Yeah, we call that the sad muscle.
The happy muscle.
I put my car in a ditch.
Nice. What's up, Leo? How you doing, man? Long time.
What's good? I know, right? Long time.
I thought you were mad at me.
Why? Did you say something?
Because my blatant racism.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just the shit schedule at work.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's basically what it is. Yeah. Oh, one time I did miss. I just totally forgot. One day, I was like, I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm playing the Xbox. Then I look at my Discord. Right, it was a link. I was like, oh shit. But I keep, the days just start to blend together.
Dude, when you work a lot, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's been like half my goddamn life is just blended together.
And the one Saturday I got off, I expected Matt to go live or some shit. He never did.
He does it every other week.
Oh.
So he just did it this last weekend. So this weekend he will not be doing it.
And I got Saturday off. Yeah. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun going going on his chats and talking shit. It's been a minute since we've all got together, you know. Anyway, man, did you guys hear? Did you hear?
Yes.
A ceasefire has been called in Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is open, at least according to the rules of the ceasefire, which, to be honest and to be fair, could be broken by either side. Certainly, I think if their side breaks the ceasefire, that Trump is probably sitting there with like aircraft carriers full of fucking airplanes ready to go. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, dude, the price of oil just dropped 20% in the last like 2 hours. Ships are starting to go through the straits, or they're about to start. I'm not quite sure about that yet. Yeah, dude, there's like potentially the end of the war in Iran if you have like a group of people who's willing to talk and be, you know, like transparent to some extent, because they know that if they don't, they're going to get bombed. To be fair, they know that if they go against the Trump regime and what he's trying to do in Iran right now, that it's probably not going to be very good for their long-term or short-term health. But they've come to the table. They've made at least a tacit agreement. And, you know, everyone was very upset at Trump, very upset about the language that Trump was using about bombing Iran and what he was going to do next if they didn't come to the table. And there were like Alex Jones, even like seriously, like people from the right who have been staunch Trump supporters for a very long time came out and they were saying like, oh, we need to Amendment 25 Trump and get him out of there, which is what, for like being senile or something? What was that one? I forget.
No, it's just impeaching the president for any reason.
Yeah, like Alex Jones was saying, like people that are like got Trump elected, who stood beside him and behind him both times, actually all three times that he ran, about this subject, lost faith or didn't. I'm not sure what the deal is. I did not. I don't know if you guys saw. I did not. And that honestly, out of all of the positions that one could take in this situation, is the most dangerous for me personally, because if things do not go well for Trump in this situation, then there are people in the chats, there are people in other chats that I go to, there are people in my real life who I talk to, who are all going to be looking at me like I did this, like I was the one who made the decision. Like I was the one who did the wrong thing. Like I was the one who stood behind him the whole time while he did these things and enabled him to do these things. And, you know, there's 12 ways from Sunday that this shit could go wrong. So hedging your bets, because think about it this way. If I had come out and said like, fuck Trump for doing this, and I'm anti-war the whole time, no matter what, and I don't care, weapons of mass destruction is the same thing that they did in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we're not doing that shit again, did the whole song and dance, right? and then it turns out that like Trump wins. Trump does good. I risk nothing. Like, is Trump going to come after me and fucking like make it so that I get arrested or No, he's not. Not for saying like, oh, I'm doubtful about this. No. Right. But if I am for Trump and he fails, again, there's a whole bunch of people in your personal life that are going to be fucking holding you personally responsible for the actions of our federal military. Like, like it's kind of crazy in a way, but
here's the thing with me was I'm thinking like during this bombing campaign, why don't we have like the CIA and special forces in there just passing out guns, to all the civilians and bullets?
Well, how did we get the
like dropping crates in and all that? Yeah,
right. And sure, like might be a time and a place. I don't know what they're doing, bro. Maybe they are doing that.
I'm hoping.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. They haven't even attacked the interior.
Well, I mean, you'd have to. I'm not sure, bro. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot going on there that we are not privy to. Anything that we say about it one way or another would just be speculation, right? Which is fine, and we could do that, but I don't want anyone to think that like there's inside information here about anything, because there's not.
Right.
There's not.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't hear nothing of the people fighting back, except for like the Kurds.
Well, my understanding is that the police forces and the on-the-ground troop military people are still in control, right? Like, who's giving them commands? Who's in charge of that? I'm not sure. Who's the leader? They might have a new one now who came to the table. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but if, like, the old rules still applied, right? The old rules of Iran, and you go against the regime, you talk out against the regime, you say the things that we don't want you to say, you go on the streets and protest, you do that kind of thing. We're going to shoot you. We're going to kill you, and we're going to charge your family for the bullets to get you back. And that's been the MO in Iran for a long time, right? So are there people in Iran that are sick of the regime? Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%. They killed 20,000 people like a month ago, like 2 months ago. You don't think those people had family members? You don't think they had like sons and daughters or fathers and brothers and stuff like that who were like, now my brother's dead? Who killed him? Oh, the Iranian police? Trump's coming in. Cool. I'm voting for Trump. I'm like, if Trump went to Iran right now and ran for president, he would probably get voted in. When time's up in America, he can just go to Iran.
Right.
Yeah.
But
or even Cuba.
Well, and then another way to look at it, like, look at the free Iranians who are over here. The people who are from Iran, overwhelmingly, and I'm sure that there's an exception to it. I'm sure that there's people who are on the other side of it. Overwhelmingly, though, are for what Trump is doing, are supportive of everything that's going on. And why? Because they literally had to leave their country. Because if they didn't, they would be killed. They'd be dead today if they stayed, for the most part. That's why a lot of them are here, because they're actually refugees.
And a lot of them Christian too, right?
There's a huge difference between people who are actual refugees and not. And I'm tired of the fraudulent bullshit, like the muddling of language, so that you can, like fiddle fuck anyone you want into any fucking situation that you can because it's beneficial for their family and whatever, and like whatever the Social Security will pay for it. Bro, I've been paying into Social Security my whole fucking life. I've never taken a fucking penny out of it. And I probably never will, because people have stolen from it so much that I'll never get anything from it. I've accepted that. That's fine. I don't care. I won't require it. I won't rely on it. It's fine. Ooh, we got a fucking super chat. It's been a minute, dude. People don't like super chatting me anymore, but I appreciate it. Lunar Eclipse. Honda Trump needs to pressure Israel sign non-proliferation nuclear treaty as major concession.
I read that as Honda needs to pressure Israel. It's like, I was like, damn, how do you get that type of power?
Well, I mean,
Congratulations on your new.
Right. I didn't see the Trump part.
non-proliferation treaty with Israel. Don't we already kind of have some, like we have like a testing treaty where we're not allowed to test things, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know about, like, they already have nukes. Non-proliferation, what does that mean exactly? I'm not sure what that means exactly, I guess. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe to be visited again. Certainly, I think if you're going to have a country in the Middle East with nukes, Israel's the one to have them. They've had them for a while. They've had situations where perhaps they could have justified using one. They never have. And it's kind of a deterrent for these other countries that would want to come in and fuck them up, right? When you got Egypt's right there, you've got Jordan's right there, you've got Lebanon's right. Like all of these countries are all around fucking Israel, full of people who hate Israelis, specifically Jewish people. And a big reason behind them not just going in with tanks and bullets and guns and stuff is Israel's got nukes and they shouldn't give them up. I don't think they should at all. I mean, I happen to be fairly pro-Israeli to some extent. I don't feel like we should be giving them free money and free supplies and free aid all the time. I think that AIPAC should be registered as a foreign entity or whatever, right? Like there's things that I feel like need to be addressed. But when it comes to Israel or Egypt, I'm with Israel. If it's like Israel or Jordan, I'm with Israel. Israel or Iran, I'm with Israel. Israel or Pakistan, I'm with Israel. Sorry. Fucking hate me. I don't care. Make a fucking argument. Don't hate me. Make the argument. Maybe you'll convince me.
So to go back to non-proliferation treaties, it was something that was created in 1970 specifically to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons, promote peaceful nuclear technology, and advance disarmament. It was signed by almost every NATO nation on Earth.
Non-proliferation would be not developing.
The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, or NPT, is an.
Yeah, my bad. I was having fun. My bad. I was gonna play the whole thing, and then I'm like, yeah.
That was loud as shit in my head.
I know. My bad. 1968. So yeah, right there. Just saying everybody shares the energy, basically. It's supposed to be non-violent, and basically we all share it. Nobody buys it, hoards it. It's not part of the capitalist society. It's socialist, I guess.
Another strike against the Second Amendment. Can't buy a nuke.
The question is, what does Israel do for the USA? They are our ally in the region, right? Okay, so like we were bombing Iran. Who gave us bases to land at? Was it Qatar? Was Qatar there for us? No.
Qatar.
How about the United Arab Emirates? Did they give us bases to land at? No.
Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan. Did Jordan help us out? No. They give us a fucking safe haven within the region, within a very volatile region, by the way, which is full of people who hate us, who hate Christians, and who hate Jews, and would see us all dead. They've proven it time and time again since the Barbary fucking pirates of 1700s in the United States fighting against Muslim pirates who were stealing American citizens and taking them back to fucking the Middle East as slaves. And they were like, hey, why do you do this? We're a new country. We've never had any problems with you whatsoever. And they're like, this is what the Quran tells us to do. We are evil. I don't think the Quran says that, but
Honda, right? It's saying that guy that killed the woman at the gas station, he was caught by by like border patrol, but they still let him go. Well,
Like
say he was
after he
caught
hit that,
and
after he
released
murdered
at
that
the
chick with
border.
the hammer, you're saying?
No, I said beforehand.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So
100%. He was let into the country by Biden. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he was caught. He could have went back, but they didn't. They released him. They're saying.
It's like the same thing with everything else. That's why there's almost 1,000 Hamas terrorists on USO right now, and a bunch of other various Islamic terrorists going to sleeper cells and stuff like that. And that's why I keep telling all you guys, like, we need to be ready for 4th of July, dude, because I think we're going to try something on the 250th anniversary. I wouldn't be surprised if they started attacking power plants and water plants and everything else like that.
I wonder if the men on the USS Liberty would agree that a small hat would be our greatest ally. Okay, so what was the USS Liberty? Does anyone know the story of the USS Liberty? I do. Let me tell you. So the USS Liberty was a destroyer, I believe, that was sailing in waters that were shared by ships from Israel.
Oh yeah.
That's the important part that you need to know about it. Like, there's more details than that, but that's the important part.
Yeah, it was a spy ship.
There was a mistaken identity where the Israeli ship thought the USS Liberty was an enemy combatant and then opened fire on them and sunk the ship. And then they realized, oh no, those are Americans. And the fucking retarded commander didn't want to take responsibility for it. So his idea, this isn't Israel, this is the commander. The commander opened fire on troops in the water, trying to make sure that there were no witnesses, which of course there were. There were people that got away. It was a terrible thing that happened. It was a war crime. Was it a war crime that the Israeli government sanctioned? No. Was it something that they probably didn't want to like highlight and talk about? Yeah, probably. Was it something they probably wanted to sweep under the carpet to some extent? Yeah, probably. Would it was it their choice? Was it like they woke up that morning and they were like, okay, commander, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out to the USS Liberty and you're gonna sink it and you're gonna shoot all the people in the water after that, and then we're gonna cover it up for it. Dude, that's not what fucking happened. That's a convenient narrative, you know. But hold the people accountable. Like, it's the same thing that I talk about when we're talking about, oh, the Jewish bankers. No, we're talking about the Rothschild family and their agents. Oh, it's the Israeli blah 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 blah. No, we're talking about Netanyahu and his decisions that he made, right? Like, let's talk about the specific people. Let's hold the specific people accountable. Let's stop this fucking this group fucking blame for people who have nothing to do with it. Oh, the Israelis, right? Right? Wrong. You guys are fucking retarded if that's what you think. Let me disabuse you of that fucking notion that you have in your dumb fucking brain that all people of, it's like, we just watched that terrible video of the Haitian guy hitting the woman in the head with the hammer. Does that mean all Haitians are bad people? Well, according to O'Neill or whatever, Neil O'Donnell, excuse me.
Well, no, it's just...
I mean, there was a shitload of cannibalism going on in Haiti that led a bunch of them to come here to America.
I can say that part of my family is Haitian, so I can say that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking of that. What was the city in the Bible where it's like God's going to fucking destroy everything?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
And the guy's like, yo, what if I find you 10 good people? And God's like, well, I mean, if you find 10, he's like, okay. What if I find you 5? I was like, well, I guess 5. Okay, what if I find you 1 good person? Will you still destroy the city? He's like fucking negotiating with God. Like, how many good people he's got to find before God won't destroy everything. Anyway. Yeah, certainly the USS Liberty was a terrible story, a terrible thing that happened. But it was a mistake that was then tried to be covered up with malevolence by an individual and people under his command, which, as far as I understand, were held accountable. Those people were held accountable and charged with war crimes. And, you know, like, what else do you want? I mean, you just want to, like, I know what you guys want. I know what all the anti-Israel people want. And it's for Israel to not be a country anymore. You want them to burn. You want to see them pushed out to the sea, right? You want to see the end of their country. You want to see Jewish people scattered around the globe with no more homeland anymore, right? That's what you guys want. Just say it. Just say that's what you want. I'll wait. Anyway. Let's go to Twitter. So we've got the Department of Justice they're seeking to go after the fraudsters taking advantage of our nation. Now, as far as I understand, there's something about $1 trillion per year, trillion with a T, flying out of our country, literally on airplanes. They're sending cash on airplanes to like Somalia and stuff. Through direct fraud, provable fraud, blatant fraud in most cases. Because in a lot of Democrat-run cities where, let's say, there's a group of Somalians who vote as a group who are all involved in one way or another, for the most part. I wouldn't say all, but most of them are involved in one way or another in this fraud. They know about it, they're benefiting from it, or they're directly doing it themselves. And no one's stopping it, right? So what do you do about that? I think, again, you need to go after the individuals who are participating in this fraud, the ones who are doing it. Go after them with the full force of the federal law, federal government law, not state government. Can't be Michigan, can't be Wisconsin, can't be Ohio, because the chances that you have some sort of chicanery or activist judge or politicized jury or whatever the case is pretty high. I think you need to take these people to federal court. You need to charge them with as many crimes as you possibly can. You need to seize every asset that you can get back from them. And then we need to send them back to whatever country. Like, no, don't even put them in prison. Why? Why would we pay for that? Send them back to the country that they came from and lock the door behind them. They can't come back. And then we need to go after the co-conspirators. So a lot of the times, what is happening with this is there'll be like a family who signs their 3 kids up for the daycare that they never go to because they don't work. But then the daycare says, well, we've got 3 kids for 40 hours a week now. So we're getting, however much money that is from the federal government. But why does that family sign their kids up? What's in it for them? Oh, it's because they're getting a kickback. So the daycare center is getting $2,000 a week for taking care of those kids. The family's getting $200, right? They get $200 a week for signing up. Of course they're going to do it. They got 3 kids. $200 a week. It's not going to make a world of difference. It's going to help. It's going to help out. We need to go after every single fucking one of those people. You took $200, fine. We'll charge you with a crime and deport you. Denaturalized. Sorry. If you knew about it and you weren't involved, I guess, what can you do about that? Nothing, I suppose. But for everyone else, even tacitly involved, we need to get the fuck out of our country. What do you guys think?
Well, the thing is, a lot of the co-conspirators are actually politicians that are either directly taking some of the money and taking it to Act Blue, or they're taking it and putting it in their own pockets, honestly. And there's people who need to be in federal prison for the rest of their lives, honestly, minimum. If not use an example out of them and just publicly, the other thing, but I'm not going to say what it is off camera just because I want to get another Fed knock. But yeah, they need to be removed from power, is what it is, permanently. And until we do stuff like that, nothing's ever going to change. I know that for a fact it's happening here in Ohio because we have 2 Somalians right now in our state house. At least one of them is involved in this kind of shit. He's got his own leering centers here. And he's not being kicked out of the General Assembly, which I think is ridiculous. You have enough Republicans in our General Assembly here that they could easily remove him from office for good and be like, get the fuck out. You're not coming back in, bro. So, yeah, it's a lot of shit going on right now. And it's so much corruption at all levels is what it is, that nothing's ever going to change until we completely go into every single state and just start replacing everybody that's in power currently.
I mean, it's almost to the point where like you're on Social Security legitimately, right? Like, let's say you're on Social Security legitimately.
Yeah.
It's almost like you need to go back to the Social Security office and prove it.
Well,
It's
they're already
almost
doing
like
stuff like that
everyone
right now.
needs to. It's like every single person who's on Social Security of any kind, or any kind of benefits of any kind, or receiving federal grants or federal money from things that they're supposed to go out to like sick families and shit like that. Like, it sucks. It sucks if your family's sick. It sucks if you're going through stuff and you need this money, right? And now you have to like take a day out of what you're dealing with at the hospital or whatever to go sit in Social Security and fucking deal with paperwork. But if we don't do that, the amount of fraud that's going to continue is going to make us all broke. It's going to get to the point where everyone's going to be fucked for a long time. It's not going to be like, oh, let's just fix this and it'll be good. You know, it's going to be like, there's no fixing this. You know, like, what do? You got to do something about it now while the problem is still a problem that you can fix, even if the fix hurts, right? It's like, bro, I had knee surgery. I hurt my knee real fucking bad. The ACL tear hurt like a bitch, right? You know what hurt way worse was the surgery to fix it. It hurt 10 times more than hurting my knee ever fucking hurt, right? But if I hadn't done that, I would still have a fucking blown out ACL walking around with knee pain to this day. But since I took that fucking pain up front, and it's kind of the same thing here, since I took that pain up front, now I don't have to deal with it anymore. Now the knee that I had surgery on is my good fucking knee. Like, weird. Anyway, see, they still got people on about the fucking pounded for 2 hours with machine guns and napalm. Oh, oopsie. Yeah, bro. I explained what happened. I told you what happened. You can either accept that as an explanation, or you can continue to blame the Jews for everything, which I know you're going to do. Again, Miver out there in the chat. Miver. Admit it. You would like to see Israel burn. You would like to see the Israeli people scattered to every other country around the world, whatever capacity is still left of them, because you have hate in your heart for these people, don't you? Admit it. Just admit it, dude. It's fine. If it's the truth, it's fine. Like, I'd rather have the truth about it and fucking have it out in the open than fucking pussyfoot around the fucking bush, you know? Let's fucking go in and fucking plunge. Anyway. So here's Jason Crow, my local politician, being like, oh, need to end this war and stop Donald Trump's madness. And like, okay, you guys saw Trump's fucking statement, right? Where he was like, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. Hopefully now that the complete and total regime change with different, smarter, less radicalized minds prevail. I don't know why I'm trying to do a Trump accent. It's not really working.
Spot on.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that great.
Spot on.
Maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in a long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless great people of Iran. So everyone's like, oh, this is a war crime. He's threatening to end a civil. He's threatening genocide. He's going to genocide the people. That's a war crime. Did he genocide the people?
No.
It doesn't matter to them.
Was he trying to negotiate?
Not yet.
Yeah, he was trying to negotiate, right, with these people. He was trying to like get them to do what he wanted them to do, right?
Yeah, he's like, here's my big stick. You want me to use it or not?
It's almost like he was trying to persuade them to do what he wanted them to do. It's like a persuasion tactic, almost. Like using words to get people to do what you want is so terrible, is so bad. It's that these people don't fucking understand it. They think that like, okay, here's Trump saying that's not presidential. You can't say that if you're the Shut the fuck up. That's why we're in this fucking goddamn situation in the fucking first place, is because of retarded fucking goddamn ideas like that. Of course he can. He's a deal maker. That's what he's fucking doing. He's putting his dick on the table. He's slamming it down and saying, fuck you, who's got a bigger dick. You don't? Put it away then. I fucking win. And they put it away, and he fucking won. And everyone's like squirming and whinging. They're whinging all the way to success. We're going to fucking drag these people kicking and screaming into prosperity. And as soon as they get power back, is my worry. As soon as they get power back, they're gonna throw it all away. All of this is gonna be for nothing, because they're gonna get power back and be like, well, that's because the racist, and then everything's done. So,
did you see the video of that one crazy bitch running for a Georgia state rep, where she basically said if she wins, she's going to try and push something there in the state of Georgia to stop every Trump supporter from having internet access for the next 4 years?
Right. Okay. And that's another point. Like, the retribution that will be felt by people like me in states like Colorado is a real, actual worry and concern. We've seen it before. When, Honda? Oh, January 6th. You know that time when the Republicans tried to overthrow Congress without bringing guns to the Capitol? And there were how many of them at the Capitol, and how many people were arrested with gun crimes? There was like 2 people in the crowd of 100,000 people. 2 people, right? And it's still touted today. It's still fucking like dog whistled today to all of the either people who are dog whistling, which means that they know that they're lying, or the people who hear the dog whistles, which are the fucking useful idiots that see January 6th and see what happened on that day, and they think, oh, see, that's the time that the Republicans tried to take over the government. See, we're good thing we got. Like, you guys are fucking retarded. Again, you're fucking retarded if that's what you think. You're fucking retarded if that's what you fucking think. Think for yourself.
Or they'll see even more retarded shit, like it was worth the 9/11 and stuff like that.
I mean, they know they're lying, so it's not like they're retarded.
Yeah.
They just want to put this shit out there that way, which makes it even more evil. Like, I'll be more forgiving if they were completely retarded or just stupid and actually believe that, but they don't. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're saying is bullshit.
It's all just media sound bites for them to get reelected in most cases and just keep stealing from us.
See,
and that's another thing I'm getting sick and tired of.
Miver's proving it. He's proving it right now. See, there's this thing. The Nazis had it. The Nazis had it. There were other groups of people throughout time who've had this thing where they're like, oh, all of the problems are the Jews. Everything that happens is because of the Jews. There's Jewish people behind everything that happens that's bad. Right? Right, Miver? I bet you think that.
Well,
speaking of Nazis, did you guys see that video that came out recently of an old man who's like 128 claiming to be Hitler still?
No.
Yeah, I did.
He's around like Argentina or something like that. He's like, yeah, I'm 128 and I'm Adolf Hitler. And I'm like, what?
Been living there the whole time, supposedly.
So here's oil prices since the Straits of Hormuz have been open. We're already down 16.5%. And that's likely to continue. You know, if ships start going through there and there's no problems and no attacks and, you know, people are able to move back and forth, we're going to see way lower gas prices, way lower oil prices.
Speaking of gas, how much has gas been around your guys' area?
Yeah, like $4 a gallon.
It's been around $4.19 here for the last week or so.
It was like $5 under Biden.
It was $3.18 right now, $3.18, $3.19.
I think some of ours is due to the state taxation and stuff on it too, though. I think that's about 50 cents or so. So it'd be like, if it wasn't for that, it'd be more like $3.60 or so.
I didn't think about that. I don't think we pay for gas here.
Yeah, under Biden, 492 was the highest, and there wasn't a fucking Strait of Hormuz that was closed. Like there was nothing like that going on. It was just like, oh, we got to save the world by us not using energy. Too bad China's using it all. Oh well, we're doing our part. Oh wait, except for we're not. Right. So here's the thing. Like if it's me and you and we're neighbors, and like let's say we own the entire block, and I am very diligent about mowing my lawn and cleaning up my trash, and you don't mow your lawn and you put cars all over your fucking driveway and street and fucking yard and like, you know, put trash everywhere and fuck everything up. And then I go to sell my house. They don't care that my house is orderly and nice. They don't care that my yard is trimmed because they look at the neighbor's house and they say, oh, fuck, I'm not moving in there. You're bringing down the property of my housing property, bro. Stop doing that shit.
Your dog pooped in my yard 3 times. I have video.
Here we go. He has no business bringing a gun to a violent protest. What? He's an American citizen. He has every right to bring a gun to a protest and start a fight with an armed federal agent. Multiple fights. Multiple times while being armed. Yeah. I'm not saying he deserved to be shot. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the outcome is predictable based upon the set of facts and circumstances. It's a very predictable outcome. You have enough people doing what he was doing in that situation, the odds that someone gets shot goes to basically 100. Like it's very, very predictable that would happen. And the fact that Kyle Rittenhouse got away, he managed to not shoot anybody that he wasn't immediately in threat of dying from. It was kind of amazing. You know, it was kind of like a miracle. So
the one thing I always found interesting about the Rittenhouse self-defense is that you had another guy, like if you notice when the gunshots are going off, there's Kyle shooting, and then there's like another rifle being shot in the background someplace. So that guy, I think he had an AK if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the militia guys that night. He ended up getting busted for dispersing a firearm in a public space or something. I forget what the charge was there. But what was interesting was, if you actually watch the whole video, there's one of the side streets that Kyle's running past. There's people shooting handguns at him from that area, and nobody knows where those rounds went, if they killed anybody or not. And as far as I'm aware, they were never arrested for anything at that point.
Bro's not a bro. Bro. By the way, I'm not a bro. You do have women that watch your show, right? Or am I the first? Well, you're not the first, but you're the only one right now.
You're just the latest.
You're like the fourth or fifth.
Yeah, you're like the fifth. We've had 4 others.
Right.
Where's Tara? We need Tara. Explains why you're fucking retarded, though. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
To go back to Alex Purdy for a minute, though, he basically caught himself in that situation because even his family knew he was a nutter at that point. He had left his job as a nurse. He had started doing all kinds of crazy shit with a bunch of leftist groups and stuff like that. He was basically in a cult, you might as well say. And his family did nothing to actually try to get him out of it, is what it was. And yeah, he led to his own demise, is what it is, unfortunately.
That makes me happy. You guys make me happy. You know that?
Enough of this. We went to the moon again.
Did we, though?
Bro, that's fucking sick.
Well,
What about the backside? What about the backside? Why is there no like dark spots on the backside? It's just all holy, like a nightmare of Swiss cheese. It's gray and moldy.
Did you see the fucking giant crater that they took a picture of on the backside?
Yeah,
Bro.
Doesn't it feel like it's CGI, or does that feel real to you guys?
I think it's real. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, AI technology these days, it could be anything, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks different, though. It's kind of weird. I think it's strange that they went around the moon. I do indeed, but it's fine. It's fun.
I didn't get to see the backside pictures yet.
I knew he was there the whole time. I knew it.
If
That's
you
why they win.
believe,
And
they
now we
put
know.
a man on the moon.
Interesting.
Oh, he's our father forever. Oh, was that an
Interesting.
alien? It's a reptilian.
Yeah, I think this is the one I was looking at. This is pretty sick, bro. It's crazy that it's right there. Like the landmass of the moon, the surface area of the moon is roughly equivalent to the surface area of the United States.
I just want to rub my fingers on it.
I want to like go there with a greenhouse and grow some moonweed.
Yeah, moonweed would be dope. Not on the dark side though, right? Because that would just be like frostweed.
Well, it's only called the dark side because the moon is in geosynchronous orbit with the Earth. So there's half of the moon that we never see from the Earth because the face of the moon that always faces us is always the same. So we call it the dark side of the moon because until we actually flew out there and took pictures of it, we've never seen it before.
Moon just needs a big hug. So what was the four little things they were shooting off of the rocket as it was launching? Is that just like the guys making sure they're in their capsules all good?
Bro, I didn't understand your question. Say that again.
You're talking about the thrusters and stuff like that. It's the extra thrust they need to get into outer space.
No. I'm talking about the 1, 2, 3, and 4. The holster. The thing they say that makes it fake was that there's these 3 zip lines that come out from the top as the rocket's going. And I'm saying it's definitely got to be the people that were in there to lock them into their personal little like holders or whatever they were in, like the people on the outside. But you can see the zip line of the people coming off of that. What is that all about?
Yeah, I'd have to see the video of that one, though.
Yeah, just go back and look at the video. It's actually they're labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4 too. So the crazies are saying that it's because it's not real.
Well, the one thing I will say about our original moon landing is if it supposedly wasn't faked, then it means that they would have had to stage it basically to be like, oh, we're coming on the moon now, because they would have had to set up the camera equipment and everything else like that outside of it to be like, we're taking our first steps now.
Yeah, and then how do they get back? That's the hardest part too. Is like they wouldn't have the thrust capability to come back because there's nothing to blow the rockets off of. There's nothing to give them propulsion.
Yeah,
and
Bro,
yeah.
That's not true.
The one thing I will say about the 60s landing is it would make sense if it was staged, just because of the fact that we were in such a space race with the USSR at the time.
Russia congratulated us. Russia had probes that tracked our fucking spaceship all the way to the moon. And when it landed, they were like, fuck, you guys did it. Congratulations.
So now I gotta trust Russia?
Okay, here's another one. We, when landing on the moon, placed mirrors on the moon's surface so that lasers could be bounced off of said mirrors on the surface of the moon to precisely measure the distance between the moon and the Earth. They've shot the lasers. They've got a return and a measurement. They would not get a return and a measurement if there weren't a mirror on the moon. There wouldn't be a mirror on the moon if they didn't land there.
Okay, one more thing. When they take pictures of the Earth from the spaceship looking back at the Earth, why was there no trash in space? Why is there no satellites? Did they just block them out for our convenience? Or is it just kind of so much space that it's kind of clean, vacuum-wise? I'm just curious.
Well, everything that's in orbit around the Earth has a bit of drag in it, right? Because there's a little bit of like nitrogen or something like hydrogen or something that's escaping from the Earth pretty much constantly, and there's just a little bit of fucking like air that's just kind of fucking floating out in space from us, right? And when the satellites pass through that, it's a very little bit of drag that they catch. So every now and again, they need to boost. They need to give themselves a little push because they get slowed down a little bit. And if they never get a boost, their orbit eventually decays and they end up in the atmosphere and they get burnt up. And then also, real quick, I just wanted to address this. Oh my God, that's the same thing Fish was saying. Myver says, "Oh yes, us poor widow women folk can't think for ourselves. How dare I?" Okay, let me just say this, and I won't mention it again unless you do.
They're learning.
Is that your little ideas about the Jews? 100%, you did not think of yourself. You got that from someone else. You took the ideas that they told you, and you're like, that sounds good to me. I think I'll think that now. You did not think of that shit yourself. I guarantee beyond, I would bet every penny that I have, if there was some sort of bet out there that like Myver fucking came to the conclusion that fucking the Jews are bad on her own accord. Like, seriously.
That was a really good Peter Griffin, like a smart Peter Griffin. That was really good.
It's like going back to the mirrors and the lasers. Is that where the whole Jewish space lasers came from?
No, the Jewish space lasers came from, I think, Lower and Bobert during the remember when the Lahui fires happened and there were people who had blue roofs and their roofs didn't burn, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's that," and then she said something about Jewish space lasers on Twitter.
Well, it was MTG, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
It wasn't MTG. I get them confused sometimes.
Well, the reason I wanted to bring that up, obviously, is because, for those who don't know, obviously, she left office a few months ago. There was a special election in Georgia today where she was replaced by Trump's endorsement.
I like how she stayed in office just long enough to get her congressional
lifetime pay and stuff.
Yeah, lifetime pay and like doctor's visits for life, and everything's free for her for the rest of her life now. Like, fuck you. What's up, Jake?
Hello.
Yeah. You have anything to add about the moon landings being fake?
It's all easy to ask the questions. They're very easy to find the answers, but most people don't actually want to find the answers. They just want to ask the question and go, "But look at this." But they'll look at. It annoyed me enough that I joined the chat. I was like, "No, stop! Don't ask." They literally said the same thing that one of our buddies was saying the other day about, like, well, what could it thrust off of in space? Remember we were talking about that with somebody in my Discord?
Right, like what is thrust push off of?
First of all, it's really funny because on the moon it's really obvious. It's like, well, you push off of the moon, but like in space you don't have to push off anything. Thrust is like it'll create like your analogy about a gun was really good.
Well, okay, so what is the thrust pushing off of, right? Like, think about when you shoot a gun in your hand, right? You shoot the gun, the bullet comes out of the gun. When the bullet comes out of the gun, it pushes that way, equal force to against the gun this way. So when you shoot the gun, the bullet goes that, and the gun goes like this. It's the same thing with thrust, right? You got a burner right here, and you've got stuff coming out of it, which is just shooting out. When it shoots out, it pushes this direction, which pushes that direction against the thruster. It makes sense.
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. You have to have an oxygen source to burn the fuel and the fire to produce it.
They bring the oxygen. They have liquid.
Yeah, exactly. So they have both.
They bring everything they need to burn into space.
That's all I'm saying. Like it's a very complex thing. I'm not saying it's
no,
not
it's literally
true.
It's two chemicals. You've got your
repellent.
You got your oxygen. So they have liquid oxygen, and they usually have like liquid kerosene.
They're asking.
Both talking at the same time. Hold on.
What? Oh no! Listen. It's so simple. I mean, like this is like the most simplest part of the rocket. They bring liquid oxygen with them. They have liquid oxygen. Then they have something else like a liquid kerosene, or I think they use a liquid hydrogen. There's a couple different other things you use, but it's always that mixed with a liquid oxygen. That's why whenever you see that rocket's about to launch, you see how there's frost coming off of it like crazy. those fuels are kept at like minus 200 something degrees. They're constantly boiling off, so you have to continually fuel it to the last second. It's crazy. Like it's boiling. Like it's literally trying to boil off of the rocket before they can launch. So all this stuff though you can find out. Like I'm an idiot. And you just read enough about it, and you're like, the moon landing literally cannot be faked. It would have been so much harder to fake it than to actually, like, the science absolutely existed even in the 60s. Like, yep, it can be done, and it was done.
Well, and like, even when they're talking about, oh, well, we could land on the moon and refuel from the moon. How? Oh, because it turns out there's a little bit of water on the moon. Not a ton, but there's enough that where you dig down, you find water. Yeah. And if they dig down and find water, they can perform electrolysis on the water,
hydrogen and oxygen,
and make it into hydrogen and oxygen, and then use that hydrogen and oxygen as jet fuel to take off. Like now we turn the moon into a gas station.
The moon's going to become a gas station for Mars, as I think is going to be if they ever get that far. You know, I doubt. I would like them to, because I think it's cool, because I like Star Trek and stuff. But you know, we'll see what happens. But I think that's why you either go to the top or bottom of the moon, because you get that weird place where you're between because the heat side of the moon, Google, it's really hot, and the cold side's really cold. So things are, you know, there might be like this weird Goldilocks zone at the very top and bottom where you might actually get like some liquid water you might be able to find. Even if it's frozen, they can deal with that.
Here's another misnomer about space, right? Like space is cold, right? If you're in the shade in space, it's freezing cold. And if you're in the sun in space, it's super hot. Yeah. Well, the thing is, at least about the cold part, there's no air, there's no median for you to lose energy to. It's like the only way to lose energy is very, very, very slowly, right? Because there's nothing bouncing into you for you to transfer that heat and energy into. Like in the atmosphere, when the wind blows against you and it's cold, it sucks the heat out of you, because the wind, like the individual air molecules, are hitting your skin and like equalizing temperature a little bit when they do. Right, and it just sucks the fucking. But if there was no wind at all, like there's no air, how is the heat going to get sucked out of you? It doesn't. It stays in you.
Which one is that? Convection, right? I think it's convection. Yeah, I think it's really hard in space. There's the three ones. There's radiation, convection, and I don't know. We're all filling our science now. There's elementary science, but I can't think what it is.
Anyway, like you always see these like the Avengers, when the guy gets sucked out of the spaceship and he instantly turns into an icicle. Like that doesn't happen.
Or also just like the vacuum of space would like instantly kill you, and it's like, from what we hear, like it would, but not instantly. You're not gonna like implode, you know? Like, what was the movie in one of the Alien movies? Aliens. There's like a hole in the spaceship, and like it sucks one of like the bugs.
Yeah, don't you remember Total Recall?
In real life, you could have a hole in the space station. Like if there was like a pinhole in the space station, you could just cover it with your thumb and go, "Hey guys, we need to fix this." And someone go get the kit, and they would just repair it. Like you could literally just put your thumb over it. You might get a weird like hickey mark on it, but it'll be fine. It's not. I think you could create a more insane vacuum with like a syringe on your finger.
Well, I mean, if you were in a true vacuum, right? Like, okay, let's back up. If you put a beaker of water inside of a vessel and suck all of the air out of the vessel, the beaker of water at room temperature will boil.
Start boiling, yeah, it starts boiling. You can do it with a syringe. Take a little syringe, fill it with water, and pull it back with your thumb covering a little bit of water, and you can boil it. I was showing my kids that a while back. It's kind of cool. It takes a second, yeah, but it'll do it.
That's kind of cool. I would assume that would happen to the inside of your body. Maybe I don't know, because you're covered in skin, you know. So like maybe that.
I think they said like what your blood,
like your eyes or something,
would start popping, and like it would mess you up. It'd mess you up, but you know I think you could live for a few minutes. What? Look, Jordy and Dr. LaForge just survived in that one episode. That's real life, right? It's one of the episodes of TNG, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we need to take a hamster up to space or something.
Just didn't Princess Leia do it in space? And she fucking flew through fucking space for a minute, and she was okay.
The movies I just gave up on. I just couldn't.
That was probably the worst Star Wars movie out of any of them.
Those three were particularly bad, you know. So.
Well, the first one was okay because it was like a remake of the actual of like A New Hope. It was just a chick instead of Luke, and
Yeah, it was really funny, right? So like I watched all those movies with my daughter a few years ago, and we went through it like chronologically, and she always liked the girl characters because she's a girl, right? And then you get to the ones with the Rey, and she like had no interest at all. She doesn't care about Rey. She literally like, imagine you've just watched chronologically. That's so much stuff we watched to get to those three movies, and we watched like the first one and like half of the second one, and she was playing with toys, and we never got back to it. Like she just got distracted. She goes, I don't care. I've asked her. She's a little girl who likes the girl characters and had zero interest in Rey. That almost tells you, that's like kind of a telltale of like how bad writing that was. Like,
well, the thing that they really got wrong with it was like Luke was kind of a bitch in the first movie. Like he kind of really didn't do shit until the very end of the movie.
But they built
and even
him.
then, it was
He had to
kinda
learn.
luck, you know.
Remember the second one where he's literally like he overestimates it. Like, oh, I can handle this. I don't need to listen to you, Yoda, and goes
right,
his
and then he
hand
was
chopped
arrogant.
off. Oh yeah, it was humbling. He had to be humbled.
He went through a whole kind of character arc.
And
right?
then by
It's
the
almost
third, the third movie, you're like, all right, Luke is wild now.
Yeah, then he walks into Jabba's
Got his
palace
old
and
green
fucks shit up.
lightsaber, built his own
Yeah, dude.
lightsaber. It's like, oh, all right, let's go.
Remember Luke pointed the lightsaber at his face, like, "Hey, what is this?"
He did do that. and then
this work? Yeah.
the Rey character is just like, I was always awesome. That's that female. What do they call it? Like a
Mary Sue.
Mary Sue. Yeah, they try to just make them. They're just. We were always perfect. It was the men that kept us down or something. the patriarchy stopped us. I've always been amazing.
Yeah, they fucked that. Disney's just making it worse too. I don't know.
I canceled Disney finally. I was like,
there's like nothing coming out of Hollywood these days that's worthwhile. That I mean, maybe there's a movie here and there that's okay.
You know what? Oh, Honda, did you watch War Machine yet?
Nope.
Oh, you have to watch that one. That one was
actually
so good.
Yeah,
it was
I'll
good.
Steal it.
Dude, War Machine was my jam back in the comic book days. I loved War Machine because I thought he was just like Iron Man, but like with guns and more badass. You know, like if him and Iron Man got in a fight, in a fair one-on-one fight, War Machine should win on paper.
Yeah. Oh, but this was a different War Machine movie.
Oh,
it was with the guy who played Reacher. And that.
You see the motorcycle incident with the guy who played Reacher?
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
Did you see that, Jake?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I love that his body cam came out. Everyone was like, "All right, never mind. He's fine." That guy needed his ass kicked.
Yeah, but that movie's on Netflix, I think, right? Was it? Yeah, that one you gotta watch because that one was actually
that's
good.
the first video that popped out, and we were like, "Oh, he's crazy."
Yeah, if that had been the only video.
Why is he beating up this
dude? How old are these kids? What kind of motorcycles are these kids on? That's my question. These look tiny, don't they?
Yeah, but they're like riding around the neighborhood. You know, I don't know. They're just kids. I don't know, man.
I think his sons are like 12 and 14. If I'm not mistaken.
Those are probably like little 110s
I
or
just
something.
want to know what kind of bikes there are because it's cool.
You can go on like if you go look at little sites sell pit bikes and stuff. They got little sport bikes like that have the little pit bike engines in them.
Little mini Ducati.
That's sick, dude. Anyway.
Dude, imagine too, you've knocked that guy over. That dude's still like squared up with him like he was gonna do something. Like even if you didn't realize who that guy is, once he hopped off the bike, you've knocked him over and he stood up. Wouldn't you be like, I'm sorry, dude? Like, he's pretty big, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reacher's like 6'7", dude.
I feel like that other guy too is fairly tall as well, but like, man,
I think he was tall too. But
I think you really overestimated.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other thing is, like, if you watch this video, this guy has a bike in it. Like, look, he's got a bike out front. Look, he's got.
I know. It's kind of a
sort of dirt bike or something. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. He's got a KTM or something. It looks like, which is really weird that he like brought it out. Like, did he roll it out before this happened? Like,
right, he's wearing no gear at all.
My understanding was he was fixing his bike on the road there.
Okay.
Why would you fix your bike on the road when
I think he was right by his driveway, if I'm not mistaken.
There's literally nothing off that bike. The seats on it, the plastic. Come on, he's a weirdo. Anyway, but yeah.
He wanted to get paid. That's what he wanted.
Look at the size of these houses, bro. Like,
yeah,
dude already got paid. Like, fuck you.
Want more money.
Also, what's his name's bike is kind of dope. It's like some stunted out 636. I wonder if he actually like does wheelies on it or whatever.
Yeah, it kind of looked like maybe he was just frustrated and angry and flustered when he picked up the bike and he whiskey throttled it and then went flying, you know?
Oh, that's just your old like. I've seen enough people crash that are super talented and watch them do the same thing that I was like, yeah, that happens. That happens at the moment. Do it with Dan. Almost threw his bike into me one time, and when he did that, he went to pick it up and it's like landed like an inch away from me.
Damn, new footage shows moment illegal alien from El Salvador attempt to run over ICE agent while attempting to escape arrest in California. ICE agents responded by firing defensive shots.
Are they gonna get? When did this happen? Is there gonna be a parade and a statue for this person now?
I don't know. Yeah, there should be. There's gonna be. Watch.
Dude, that one girl that got stabbed on the train in what was that, New York or wherever it is? You know, the one that got
North Carolina.
They've been like they'll put like memorials up of her, and like people like they graffiti over them.
Yeah, I saw that. And like the one city they took it down, they're like, this is not what we want to represent. Like, bro, you guys had like a George Floyd fucking mural that literally got struck by lightning. Like God came in and said, fuck you. And you guys like redid it or something. I don't remember what happened with that one, but like
Statue of Babylon here. Like guys,
you remember that story when the fucking George Floyd statue got hit by lightning?
I did not know about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was in a small town here in Ohio.
That's a cool little what's it called? He's got there the
fanny pack. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Somebody who wears fanny packs. That's kind of a cool fanny pack.
Look, it's all like tucked in. You can't even see shit, bro.
Yeah, it's nice.
Going back to Irina for a minute, specifically that mayor that was talking about taking down her mural, he was actually a foreign national from, I forget if it was Pakistan or like one of the other countries like that. It's like Islamic or whatever. Or might have been Bangladesh, I'm not sure.
Dang it, I can't find it. Here, let's ask Grok. Hey, Grok, can you find me the clip of the George Floyd mural getting hit by lightning? I love doing
the
that.
fuck is that?
That's the noise it makes when it's doing things.
Sounds like it's robot jerking.
Here's the clip you're looking for.
Pretty much.
It's from
Scared the
Toledo,
shit out of
Ohio,
me.
not
That's what it
Minneapolis.
was, Toledo.
Lightning took out
I
the
didn't say
George Floyd
Minneapolis.
mural on a
What the fuck, dude? Shut up. Stop. All right. Where's the fucking link? Give me the fucking link.
Here's the link to the news clip of the Toledo mural.
You got
Lightning hit it and the whole wall crumbled into rubble.
Okay,
No
here we
actual
go.
strike footage.
When they take it over and kill us all, man, I
I didn't realize you had the video playing. My bad. Let me know if you
All right, shut up, bitch. Here, let's go over here.
It sounds like
He's
the
gonna-
tripods walking through the middle of the street.
People are sounding off locally and around the nation to this damaged art mural. We brought you that story last night. It honored George Floyd. Now, we know it was struck by lightning. Now what we want to know tonight is what's next for it. Carla Byron is live at Summit and LaGrange in North Toledo to try to help us answer that tonight. And Carla, you have got
The answer is God said you're fucking retarded, and he struck it down with lightning, and you're like, oh, what's going to happen next?
You'll notice every other thing around it was left.
Yeah, like the flowers are fine. It's just George.
David Ross says he plans on redoing the mural somewhere in the city, and once again, it will center around
There was a
George.
fucking video of it. Was there not a video?
I would take one of the bricks as a souvenir.
I mean, this fucking place looks like shit. Like, how shitty of a fucking brick wall was it that it got struck by lightning and did that much damage? That's insane.
Well, it was Toledo, so.
Yeah.
Summit in LaGrange, 4:30 p.m. yesterday, debunking any questions.
Yeah, there's no video of it. All right, fine. Fine, gay.
We can all imagine though.
Yeah, I suppose we could.
The best George Floyd mural I ever saw was that giant pile of garbage.
I was like, don't even want like a gravestone. It's so stupid. Nobody make me a mural. I told my wife, if you take my ashes and throw them in the trash. Stupid thing to keep.
I'm the opposite. Now, I want a fucking monument.
Oh no!
I want a monument, a statue of me. On
Which commandment is it we're not supposed to have these things? I'm good, man.
Holding a sword and a shield.
Oh no, man. I'm dead. That's fine. Y'all can forget me. Move on.
I mean, there's my mom and my sister have benches out in the woods. Actually, in Rampart Range, there's this one spot where ashes were spread, and it like I don't think we were allowed to do anything there. We just sort of did. We built a bench for my mom, and then when my sister passed, we built one right next to it for her, and then my dad, and we didn't really do anything for him, but we spread his ashes there.
All right, how about this? Instead, if I die, don't do anything. I want Weekend at Bernie style. I want to go on one last motorcycle ride. I want to be done.
Just
like
keep you awake next to us.
Yeah, I want to go to like the pizza place. Put a pizza in front of me, like.
Just ride him. It's okay. Just ride him. That's how he likes it.
With a Hawaiian shirt on.
Inconvenient things we could have. Like, I want to go skydiving. Can you guys work? Just...
Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Yeah, the bunny ranch is going to be weird. Like, just ride him. It's fine. He's cool.
Right. Fine.
It's the rigor mortis will help.
This is his thing. It's his kink. This is his kink. He likes to play dead.
What was that, Clerks 1?
Just lick it all.
Oh, God, it's been so long.
Yeah.
You know what kind of sucks about that moon thing, by the way, is I kept hoping to see like really good up close. They did obviously have big cameras. They've zoomed in. They've taken some pretty cool photos. They are cool photos, but like you forget they weren't like the orbit was so far out. It was like I was hoping for some really cool like close up footage of the moon. It's like, oh yeah, I guess that's not going to happen. They're way out there. They're like some really weird wide orbit.
Or those don't get released.
I know some of it too is like because they got to download it back, you know what I'm saying? So like either download or they wait till they get back. Like they'll have more high res stuff there. It's like I think there's only so much feed, especially when you're that far out, like how data transfer and whatnot. That's the one too that people go they'll look at like there was a while back there was some probe on the moon. Somebody like India, somebody had one, it fell over. There's been like 2 or 3 that fell over the last few years, and people were watching the live video from it. They're like, you're telling me that the footage from the original moon landing looks better than this? I was like, the footage from the original moon landing that a lot of times you see is the footage they brought back. It was processed. That's not the live. The live feed's always going to look like, ugh.
Right. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this interview with what's this fucking guy's name?
Ted.
Rob Finnerty and Representative Tom Burchett. So this is Finnerty's fucking show on Fox or whatever. They're talking about, well, let's just listen to what they're talking about.
I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, kind of how you react to that, because you are connected. You're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious, or is that tongue in cheek?
I'm being 100% serious. Okay. I've been 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this. If they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up. You'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff.
So he's saying, hey, about the UFO stuff, I can't say anything because I'm still a sitting member of Congress. And this is top secret. But if you guys knew what I knew, if you heard the things that I heard, you would be up late at night worrying about it. Worrying about what? Let's listen.
We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. And it would have set the earth off. This this country would have come unglued. I think if they would have heard all that I heard, they would demand answers, and we need to. But it's never going to get. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
So we need to have disclosure about this right now. And by the way, the people who are trying to come forward with this information are dying or disappearing.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not.
Pregnant women.
Wait, what?
What is something about the aliens were kidnapping pregnant women or something like that?
I don't know.
I heard something about it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they were kidnapping women and impregnating them, that would make sense. Like, they wouldn't kidnap men; they would just take our fucking seed. They don't need us. They just fucking make us jizz one time, and we're good. They got 10 million fucking samples. But
stealing both.
You need a woman to carry an alien baby or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Suicidal, and I don't take risks.
Oh, and he's not suicidal.
I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman.
Well,
We will have you back.
You should be. And I told the president, release it all. And the problem is the people that are around the president don't know and the president doesn't know the questions to ask. A few of us are going to have to get with the president and tell him what he needs to ask and where he needs to look. I mean, we're in meetings and they give addresses and tell locations of items. I'll just say.
Wait, they've had meetings and they have geolocations of items, let's say, about UFOs and aliens and stuff that you can't discuss because it's top secret, and people who come forward about this disappear and or die, and you're not suicidal. Like, bro.
And the public has a right to know, dadgummit. It's your tax dollars.
Absolutely.
Let's get it out there.
You got my attention, Congressman. I appreciate you being as forthcoming as you have been tonight, and we look forward to having you back. Look, I know Donald Trump wants to disclose something. He hasn't done it yet, but I think he wants to be the president to do that. Tim Burchett, thank you.
He does.
What do you guys think about that?
That's kind of consistent with some of the other people that have talked about this stuff that have gone deep enough into it, and to get to a point where they're like, I actually don't think it's like these people that want to release it all. They would dig it, find all this truth out, and they get deep enough, and they're like, never mind. The people don't need to know about this.
Well, I think
we've heard that before,
I think what happens is they get a little visit from some dudes in some suits who show up and
Could be, yeah.
A little bit of a neuralizer.
Talk about your daughter and your wife, and then pretty soon you're doing whatever the fuck they say.
I mean, I do worry though that it's something so crazy that like either just terrifies everybody or I don't know. There's been talk before like that if the knowledge of it would be dangerous, like for some reason, and I wonder why. But
what if they give you a big fat paycheck? They say, "Hey, you figured it out. Good job, and here is this much money. Keep your mouth shut because now you're part of it."
Like, what if there's like intelligence that's like out there that's not coming fully forth unless we like it becomes wide public known, like spread known that they're out there. I don't know.
What about
for all we know,
what if there is alien technology recovered and they need to reverse engineer it or would like to, right? And they say, "Hey, Lockheed Martin, have this technology, reverse engineer it, just let us know what you find." But they don't give it to Boeing. And then you fast forward 10 years and Lockheed Martin has done 20 patents based upon the alien technology that they've received. Boeing has 0. They have a significant competitive advantage over their competition, right? Now it turns out disclosure happens and Boeing finds out that Lockheed Martin got this technology 20 years ago, and half of the patents that they've had that have come out since then have been from this technology that they didn't get a part of. Don't you think that they would have some sort of a litigious art?
I think they both have it.
I do think they both have
it. They're both so big. I think they both got a piece of it.
Boeing's last spaceship did so poorly that we need to give them some more of it. Honestly, they need a little more.
Bob Lazar was talking about that stuff and how like you would think you would put the smartest people on it, your smartest scientists, your smartest doctors, your smartest people to make it all work. But the government is trying to keep it all separate, so they had the full hand on it. But the smartest people couldn't all work on it together because it was so interlocked. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, they should make it disclosed so our smartest people can work on it, and then the patents can just go away because it's free tech. Like, come on.
Well, it's all compartmentalization is what it is. And the problem with a lot of that stuff is I wouldn't be surprised if there's actual extraterrestrials in our own government at this point that are faking to be humans, because it would make a lot of sense when you start looking at some of these people.
I was watching one of these things where it's like one of those guys who can tell if you're lying or not, like the body language experts or whatever. And he was watching an interview with Bob Lazar, where Bob Lazar was talking about all the things that he talks about with Area or S4 or whatever the fuck. And dude was like, Bob Lazar is either telling the truth at the end of this. He's like, he's either telling the truth or he is the best liar that I have ever seen in my entire life. And one of the things that Bob Lazar was talking about was why was it so hard to make breakthroughs? Well, part of the reason is I'm working on the engine. You're working on some other part of it. I cannot, within, at least as far, like, according to Bob Lazar, how it worked, I cannot go to you and ask you questions and have you confer with me about my thing and us work together with like the metallurgist or the flight control guy or whatever, right? I get my piece of it. I can work on my piece of it. If I have a question from someone else, I have to submit it bureaucratically through the system and have it brought to them where they can bureaucratically answer. It's like so cumbersome to get anything done that no wonder but at the same time, they're like, well, that's kind of necessary if you're working on technology like this, for no one person to get all the pieces of technical information so that they could take it somewhere else and sell it, or, come forward with it, or I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, that's the story. I thought it was interesting anyway.
Well, like I said, it goes back to compartmentalization. It's the same thing I do with terror cells in a lot of cases. You get your part in it to do whatever, but the actual guy at the top is never going to let everybody know what's going on.
I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet.
I have seen a UFO though. I will say that. I've said it on this chat many times before. It was actually, I was riding my motorcycle. It was my first bike. And I got to a point where I kind of wanted to take a break. So I found this like spot, a little fucking parking lot by a lake. And I still smoked cigarettes at the time. So I pulled over and parked the bike and lit up a cigarette. And I'm looking up at the sky and I see this helicopter. Right? It looks like a helicopter just floating there. And I'm like, the thing about this helicopter is it's kind of close and I don't hear it. There's no sound coming from this helicopter. It's moving a little weird and there's no sound. So I'm just going to like sit here and I'm going to look at this helicopter until it does something or moves away. Or I don't know. I'm just going to look at it. I'm just sitting here smoking my cigarette. And it was like the helicopter, the UFO, the whatever it was, knew that I was looking at it and was like, oh no, we've been found. And switched from helicopter mode to star mode. It changed from a helicopter to, it looked exactly like a star. It was just a star in the sky, a little bit brighter than the other ones, but it was a star in the sky. And I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at the star, like, motherfucker, you were just a helicopter like 5 seconds ago. You're not a fucking star. I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to watch you and see what you do. And about a minute goes by and it was like the fucking star was like, oh, he's on to us. I guess we got to get the fuck out of here. And it goes from star mode to helicopter mode again. And then it flashed 3 times, like 2 or 3 times, like lightning, and shot off across the sky like the Starship Enterprise going to Warp 9. It was like a reverse fucking shooting star. And I looked up where I was on a map. I was about 2 miles away from a Lockheed Martin facility in the mountains. I don't know. That was the one time I saw something. Ever since then, I'm like, I guess aliens are real.
I know I had. Yeah,
because I wasn't high. Like, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't fucking stoned. I wasn't on anything. I wasn't like sleep deprived.
Yeah, I've seen a couple fireballs fly in the sky at night, and it wasn't no shooting star. I tell you that much. I was like 2 years ago. Nobody else seen it but me. I'm looking like, do anybody else see this shit?
I saw a meteor hit the ground once. Like I was driving at night. I was going over to my buddy's place. This was in high school. And I'm just driving along, and all of a sudden everything was lit up like the sun was up. Like it went from like dark midnight darkness to midday sun is above us. And I'm looking around, and it's like I could see the shadow from my window move across my arm. I could feel the warmth of the light on my arm like it was midday sun, like midday sunlight. And it was a meteor that came through and hit the ground. And when it hit the ground, it was like a nuke went off. Like I thought we got fucking nuked. I thought a bomb went off. Like I was like, oh shit, this is World War III. I didn't know what to think at first. So I pull over and I look in the sky, and across the sky is this streak, like a fucking, like someone sliced the fucking sky in half and left like a lightsaber fucking scar across the sky, and it slowly disappeared. And I drove in the direction of where the thing landed, but it could have been 20 miles away. I don't know where it landed.
Who was it? Was it like the Aurora lights? So was it Night Strike who seen those?
I don't know.
What was it?
Aurora Borealis at this time of year.
I mean, what the fuck was it called?
The Northern Lights.
I'll have a steam jam.
The Aurora.
No, they were saying that. No, there were UFOs. It was like 5 UFOs.
Oh
like all
no,
in the line.
The Arizona lights.
Arizona lights. Yeah.
It
was Night Strike who saw them. Yeah.
Well, he lived in Phoenix. It was the Phoenix Lights, is what it was.
Phoenix Lights. Okay, Phoenix Lights. Okay.
And he witnessed that firsthand and said that it was real, and like confirmed the videos. Like you've seen the videos of the Phoenix Lights, yes. Right, Jake?
No, I've seen some weird ones that happen in West Texas though that people.
Yeah, but the Phoenix Lights is the famous one, right? The huge that everybody witnessed in the city, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of those Project Blue Book ones like that.
I mean, there's crazy stuff over like Mexico City where like
I've seen the Aurora Borealis.
Phoenix UFO lights. You put that in there.
It's just trying to sell him some lights. It
Right.
really was.
But you guys might remember that incident down in Florida like a year or two ago, how long ago it was now, where people thought they saw it like giant alien, and then it just seemed to go away almost immediately.
Yeah, they called the police.
Yeah, and there was like
Right
all video
yeah.
footage of it, and it's just like this giant creature.
Okay, here we go.
It's now appeared again. It's coming.
So there's like a giant, like mothership sized fucking spaceship that flew over Phoenix. It was a giant triangle. They don't know what it was exactly. It's like as big as the mountains, or as big as a mountain. Like, look at that thing.
And Night Strike saw it. Yeah, lucky bastard.
And they were like, "Well, it was military flares, you see." Like, I don't know, man.
I didn't know flares go on a straight line like that. A curved line. And it's
Look at that.
stationary.
It looks like the fucking Independence Day fucking spaceships.
Right.
Like the big ones that flew off of the mothership and came down and destroyed the cities. Anyway. Well, turns out spaceships and aliens are real, and that if you were against the war for Iran, you're retarded, and Trump was right. And anything else, guys, you got tonight?
That's about it.
Right on. Well,
we're going to see how long this
ceasefire
ceasefire lasts.
What's that?
I said, we'll see how long this ceasefire lasts.
Yeah, and it's tentative.
Well, it's 2 weeks right
it could
now.
be over as we speak. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
So
apparently they're still firing rockets at Israel. So
we've been going for about an hour and a half, which is how long we normally go for the Gay Frog chat. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. We do appreciate everyone for being here. But I will say until next time, deuces y'all, shall not pee in fridge, trooper to shabba of pressure, batacath care, prec the troops, 2 words, made in America. And we'll see y'all next time. Deuces.